Greetings. I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator. Today I'm just messing around in youth for a little bit. Just want to be here. I want to be streaming. So, seriously, my connection went red for a sec. Let's see here. Double check that. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was already here anyway. I figured, why not just stream it too? All right. So current progress on things. Some sales lately. More shuttles, more probes. Mobile depot. Some orders. So I want to focus on producing these where I can. Current research. Because some of the rewards that I got lately for doing scanning. Oop, that's not the ship. Where is it? This. Yeah. Blade Runner. The contents. Yeah, some rewards I got lately for the air program included the scanning arrays for acquisition and range finding. I figured, you know what, there are probably people looking for these too. Maybe it's worth having these blueprints and then making them myself. So hopefully that making those will help. But first, I need to research them down to a more manageable time cost. Also, if the audio seems kind of weird, let me know. I had to mess with the desktop audio because I was doing a video where I reviewed one of my old videos and I didn't have the desktop audio high enough, so it was basically non-existent. So, yeah, let me know if I need to do anything with the audio. I'm going to take these to base and then not for opportunities. We'll go do some agent missions. Alright. So how's your Saturday going? How's your Saturday been? Or if it's over on the other side of the world, how's your Sunday going? Today I got to get out of the house for a bit, go do some shopping. And just kind of rained out of nowhere. It's weird. Oop. Correct that. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Ended up picking up a few things from different places. Yesterday, I played in the BattleTech event. You kill it, you keep it. There's this entire like bucket of or toolbox of various mechs that are available that we don't have to worry about providing our own. We get something out of there, and we roll on a chart to see which one we get. And depending on the battle value, determines the pilot and gunner. I got a variant of the Bushwhacker. Our main battle tech guy was reading off the stats of the regular Bushwhacker and was like, wow, that's pretty good. But then he got the sheet for the variant. ER large laser. LB-20X AC. With slug and cluster rounds. All the critical weaponry of the mech was either in the center torso or the right torso. So my entire left side is there to take bullets. 5'8". So I want to be moving and shooting. But yeah, I didn't get to take out anyone, so I didn't get any mechs. That torn apart, and so it's like, okay, it's almost 9. I'm gonna go. There's usually like another chance to drop in, but at that time, I just don't feel it. But I did keep the Bushwhacker in mind for when I went back to the game store today and picked up the where's the box? Inner Sphere Heavy Battle Lance. It includes the Bushwhacker along with Nightstar, Cataphract, and Axeman. A very cool set of mechs. But now that I have 2 unpainted lances, I'm thinking Wednesday. Wednesday, I want to do the painting video. Ooh, excuse me. We'll get those lances painted and talk about stuff too. So, yay. All the money in the world. Even with all that money, I still want to like do mining because relying too much on buying other people's stuff is kind of a pain. So let's get to manufacturing order. What else? Herb launcher. Yeah, that's right. That's why I did all that mining, just to pick up this crap. I put in core probes. 48. Yeah, 6 makes sense. Okay. Does it hurt to make more warriors? I don't think so. I need to figure out going to lower no security stuff and actually mining on the danger zone. Low security, just I'm gonna fight. Okay. Low security. Low security I can manage. Barely. Else we found null security. I'll probably end up referencing the university for where to go looking for this. All the low security stuff I've done um, before has been off the Island and the one on the right past NNR. Yeah, it's just been Carnite and Umber, which are both isogen.
They squander, we preserve. They discard, we rebuild. Don't
I have enough. I can
pillage,
make
save, salvage, and survive.
a bunch more. Set on manufacturing. Set on research. Alright, let's check the market. I still have a bunch for sale. You know, it doesn't really hurt to just take them for the freaking the easy sale. Could always hold out for more. Hold out for the um, actual sales, but it's fine. Go get that quick money. I've got enough. I've got enough waiting on the big sales. So let's go knock this out real quick. Then we'll come back, flip the blueprints around, and then we'll do some major missions. So yeah, stop by the game store, pick up the max, because it's
Active.
feeling inspired by the fight last night. So where the hell did we stop yesterday? I picked up that. I picked up some green lining material, and I forget exactly where we stopped by that I found. I found it. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, that's right. It's New Horizons. Because my mom was there looking for mattresses for a mattress
Active.
for my nephew's bedroom, and I was just looking through everything that I like looking through: board games, books, fancy dresses, and hobby material, and 2 yards of green lining for like $4. Like, okay. So that's going to go towards another costume that I already have that I want to maybe improve on a little bit. I still have the great big backlog of
Drive active.
stitching projects. So I'll probably find some downtime tomorrow and get back to work on those. The first thing I gotta get to are my shirts, my work T-shirts, which are these like scoop necks that are just an absolute pain in the butt. They sometimes it feels like they're choking. So shit. I hate this feeling. So
Drive active.
I took my craft scissors to every single shirt and like cut about 2, almost 3 inches into them because it's just a pain in the butt to try and breathe. But I also want to make sure they're kind of held open, so I need to go through and actually
Docking permission requested.
stitch them for the maybe secure the V-neck.
Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I usually try to put some effort into taking care of my work. Whatever I use for work, whether it's my shirts or my jeans, all the work I do, walking, bending, lifting, all that stuff it takes a toll on my jeans right in the center. So I'm having to stitch it up just to manage until um, I can get a replacement pair. And jeans are not cheap. So the longer I can stretch out the jeans I have, the less it'll cost me in the long run. And I get new jeans. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get new shoes.
Warp drive active.
US men's 15 wide. It's a pain in the butt to find. But I have to get them. It'll probably be next check or so. Yeah. Yeah, also, while we were out shopping yesterday, we went up to the local used bookstore, which also has DVDs, as mentioned throughout the strange days. And I picked up Gladiator by Ridley Scott, starring Russell Crowe. I want to say I saw that one in theaters. I want to believe that I saw that in theaters because we saw the first Mummy, we saw Star Wars Episode 1 as part of a school field trip. I want to believe we saw Gladiator in theaters instead of just on DVD. Because I remember when we moved here, we saw The Matrix. It was The Matrix, the first Mummy, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Gladiator. I want to say there was a Nicolas Cage one where he's some medical personnel. We went to a lot of movies when we were, early on. And then in recent years, we haven't really done it so much. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch that later and work on stitching because I need to. But I want to revisit the movie too. Is after all part of the inspiration for my name, my YouTube handle. Everything's still going alright. Yeah. Watch that, work on stuff, prepare some things for the next bit of content I want to do. I already mentioned painting the mechs as a video idea. I want to start something brand new as a line of content. Puzzle Nexus. Where I put together puzzles or figure out brain teasers or other things. I know I've already done a number of PC games involving puzzle elements. Puzzle Nexus is a series for physical puzzle sets. So there's a local store. It opened up somewhat recently. Called the Puzzle Works.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And from there, because I saw it and it's like, you know what? I've been on this King Arthur binge lately. I'm gonna pick it up. So, 3D puzzle, King Arthur's Camelot, part of the castles and cathedrals line. So that'll be something to do on a day where I have a lot of time and I just want to chill. Or I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be too stressed out. So it'll be a way to kind of de-stress, I guess. You know, puzzles can be kind of stressful at times. I think it would be a nice thing to do. Or stabilizer. Or core stabilizer, very useful, very much very much can be made, even with the most basic of resources. And time. Try to save time when possible. Acquisition. Good time first. Yeah. But I want to go back to the Battletech thing for a minute. Yeah, the whole reason we ended up doing the Kill It Keep It was there were people who missed their opportunity to play last week and still needed to do their battles. So we ended up just doing a big 7-player game of that. I was honestly wondering if I was gonna go or not, because I don't know. Lately, I've been feeling kind of out of it. I don't know why. Yeah, it's on drink it. Little Mountain Dew. Hell yes. I felt like doing the retrospective video, night after the game store. I realized I'm here to freaking stay. I want to keep doing this. Some things, even when things don't always go as well as I'd like them to, I want to keep trying things and keep figuring things out. Right. What else? Well, today was just a lot of shopping. Yesterday I picked up stuff for me. Today I picked up a few more things for me.
Drive active.
I was at the one of the thrift stores today, and they have a Go game set that is magnetic. The last time I had a magnetic Go set was a 13 by 13 board. This one's actually 19 by 19. I have yet to open it and verify all the pieces are there. But when does a Go session ever require all 361 steps? I would probably have to make a note of it. But if it was missing anything. But I want to start bringing that with me on maybe Tuesdays. Show up a little bit earlier. And play some more Go, because Go is fun for me. Go is more my kind of game, like chess and all that. I don't have a problem playing chess. I just not as fond of it compared to Go or
Docking
shogi.
permission requested.
But speaking of two-player games,
Docking request accepted.
the video earlier by Cam Senlich about some card games that were apparently known, trying to capture the spirit of Magic the Gathering and cash in on that. I think out of all those, I think Illuminati New World Order was probably like the one that captured the most success out of those ones. From what I heard. But I remember Hecatomb, and that one didn't get mentioned, but I felt like it was that one deserves a mention for being super dark and having cards that were made in the most bizarre way as possible, which is out of plastic, 5-sided, partly partly see-through, in order to do the stacking minions into an abomination. Fun. I usually try not to do this too often, but Pillar loves tabletop games episode next week or so. Hecatomb. I I'm already deep enough into this dead card game spiral I find myself into, so why not? Alright, let's go deliver shit. I call it good. Okay. Inventory. Ready. Save some time. Okay.
Why'd you see the cluster when you can help build it? Industrial caravans are
Forward and off. Says all that. Alright. Yeah, I still have one card for that game. And it's currently
Active.
pinned up on my wall in a way that, if necessary, I can still use it in a deck. Um, Yogg Sothoth, Key of the Gate, a God card. Yeah, Hecatomb is a very dark game of wanting to destroy the world in order to gain power from its destruction. Yep. I will fully cover the game when I have it. I'm actually went on my way to make the thumbnail this morning because I'm so excited. Yeah, I'll be covering that game. I picked up a classic board game as well from a local store. I didn't realize it was discounted until it got to the counter. It's like, it would have been nice to know this sooner, and I would have picked it up sooner. But oh, Rummy Cube, because I still can't bring myself to cover Mahjong somehow. I should. I will probably
Docking permission requested.
feature
Docking request accepted.
my Mahjong set as part of the Rummy Cube video. That they, hey, here's the more advanced version. Okay. Station. Okay, complete. Okay. Almost there. I completely missed somebody actually. Oh, that's right. I went for the quick sale. Ooh, excuse me.
Stays wonder, we preserve. They discard, we rebuild. Don't be a reckless imperial. Save, salvage, and find.
How close am I on the extractors getting through their shit? 1 hour left. That's fine. I'll probably be done with the stream before I get to feature the extractor reset. I'm gonna do one more mission. Yeah, for the entirety of Thursday afternoon to Friday morning, I was without my Omega
Warp drive active.
for EVE Online. And that meant my skill training was paused. So I was going nowhere. I don't think I could have made use of my planetary industry. I didn't find out. I made a point not to log in while I was stuck in alpha clone status because I didn't want to see just how little I was going to have access to.
Warp drive active.
But I've been going for another month. The way things are situated, I will know. I should be able to afford it for another month. But yeah, apparently, if you don't have enough money in your account, I get my checks. It's like, okay, this failed. You're back to alpha. I should just like actually, actively cancel it if I know it's wasn't gonna be able to do it. But it's like, okay, what do I do? I have to sign in for an EVE account when I'm going through Steam. We can see how that works. Alright. I'll go with other person, distribution side. Alright. Destination. Okay. Accept. Cattle. Undock. Does everything. Alright. Ooh, special mission. I will talk with that person later. Okay. What else? I picked up another storage box for my little office supplies stuff. I'm going to move a little selection of office supplies over to my book table. I moved the CDs from the book table over to where my DVD collection is. In theory, I could just put those away because I don't need to have them out. I like having them out because it's fun to just look at the collection and remember what I have. And just grab a random CD and read through the liner notes if I feel like it. Yeah, move the office supplies over. I'm thinking about scooting the TV back. Scoot the Blu-ray player back. Move the computer to... Holy shit.
Thumb drive active.
Go nuclear reactors for the big money. They bought all of them. Holy shit. Yeah. And move the computer to the table. That way, it's an easier reach of the TV if I need a second screen for Morrowind or a Mist or Civ 3 if I were to install that on my computer again. But really, just having that TV as a second monitor would probably be a better setup than trying to do everything on one little laptop screen.
Thumb drive active.
Alright, so I have on the back layer the YouTube window. Then I have on top of that my OBS. And on top of that, the chat window and the game window. I can't see who's actually, coming in or leaving without clicking out and then having to click the OBS back on top and then the game on top and chat on top again. So I kind of feel a little bad if I miss people that just come in and are maybe lurking. So hello lurkers, thank you for stopping by if you are here. Oh yeah, speaking of TV, a little local antenna thing that I have for the TV to get like free shit for watching if I feel like it. They did away with NHK World for some reason. I'm kind of pissed off because I like my, my little connection to whatever's going on in Japan. Although some of the stuff was like from a year or a few years ago. I just like kind of repeating it. But it's still fun for me. Yeah. Yay. Encounters level 2. Nice. Yeah, I was doing a rescan for the channels, and now the PBS channel also has it does the NHK Newsline stuff, but it also does like these other documentaries that aren't entirely related. Like shit. Yeah, the other day I was watching it, before it disappeared, and they had a thing about a sumo wrestler or sumo. Forget the exact term. But it's like this really important guy who did really, really well. There's even a statue of him. It's like, oh, that's cool. I will hit level 5. Now I'll have all the planets. Okay. Station. Okay. From here to here. That is nothing. That is no problem. All right. I shouldn't. Yeah, I just like tuning into that NHK world for just some nice programs.
Warp drive active.
I'm trying to remember when I first learned about NHK World and this English language programs featuring Japan. That's been years. But I just thought it was nice that there'd be this channel to maybe learn more about the modern, or at least recent things about Japan beyond just, you know, pop culture stuff. Everybody, seems like there's all this big deal about, anime, manga, pop, and all that. But I'm kind of more curious about the older culture and things along those lines. I think it would be cool to go to Japan someday and maybe go see a live sumo match or a performance for like theater, kabuki, or something. Anything. I'm just curious to explore it and experience it right in front of me. I see enough stuff on TV and on the internet. I want to be there in person. Yeah, these other channels I keep getting on the freaking antenna include Home Shopping Network stuff and local channels. There's also some Spanish language. Spanish? Yeah. Which is cool. My stance on, being around people speaking a different language is I'm going to listen. I'm curious. I want to hear it and maybe see if I can figure out from like intonation and emphasis and everything else what is being said, without thinking about translation or anything. Just try to figure it out from the vibe of it. Although if it seems like a really intense conversation, I'd probably like, okay, this is actually not my business, never mind. It's interesting to see what languages are like connected across history. The words that reflect the concepts we use on a daily basis go from one form to another. I still remember taking a semester of German in high school, just out of curiosity. I think I still remember the numbers. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, let's do this. This is for the faction standings. Let's be on the ball. Okay. Let's still try to find a room to talk to. So, oh yeah, the Sox VTubing agency ladies are officially debuted today. Um, apparently, Snoozy and Innes have been around for a while, but what was her name? Ah, I hate when I'm bad with names. Corzette, Kami, Corzette, Camisole Corzette. He's a new one.
Warp drive active.
They're interesting. We'll maybe check him out a little bit more. But yeah, I kind of feel a little bit bad that I've been falling off VTubers a little bit. Like, end up watching videos instead.
Warp drive active.
But I do hope they do well with with their agency backing them up. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever end up in an agency. We'll see how the future turns out. I'll say that. And I do know if I ever, was part of something professional, I'm going to put in the effort to adhere to that professionalism, to do what needs to be done. It's like the work that I'm work where I'm at. It's retail. I have my tasks. I take care of them. I don't put them off onto someone else's shoulders. I take care of my shit, and then I get paid. And I take pride in getting my shit done in an orderly fashion. All right. Hmm. Let's just scroll down on this one. Lands on speed. Yeah. Yeah. Good old target painters. All right. I have to wonder. the overall end goal for getting my the standings up. Just kidding. Yeah. I'm curious to see how the Beast Shoujo stuff will turn out. I hope it goes well for people. I'm a little bit curious to see if they'll like choose a group of people instead of just one, because debuting a whole group makes a little bit more sense than just going one at a time. There was like a little while it was just like one a month or one every couple months. I don't really watch them a whole lot, but I'm glad they're around as an option. It's just nice in general having a lot of options for people to watch. And I do genuinely wish for their success. But my time is best invested in ensuring my own content goes as well as it can and gets to be better over time. But I also find myself watching people just making videos instead of streams. Probably because it's easier for me. I get it in chat. I'm not a big emoji guy. I'm not a big meme lord. I'm just here to watch and be entertained. It's something I listen to as I'm flying around in space, doing other creative stuff. That's how my approach was. That's how my approach goes with like when I'm watching anime, provided it's either has an English dub or I'm watching it on a big screen in front of my face, so the subtitles are like right there. I can halfway watch that, or halfway listen, and get stuff done. I still have stuff to do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and park the ship and call it a stream. And then restart the extractors. And then go pick up my stuff. It is planetary industry shuffle that I'm used to. And then probably end up going to sleep. I said I was gonna watch Gladiator later, but I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow. Watch it tomorrow, get some stuff done. Go through some of the books I've gotten recently and get them organized.
Thumb drive active.
Yeah, one of the other things I picked up while we were out shopping was we were at Goodwill. I'm curious to meet whoever donated all the Ayn Rand books because um, I was curious what happened.
Docking permission requested. Docking
But I
request
was really surprised to
accepted.
see not only introduction to objectivist epistemology, which is a hard book to find for some reason. Wait a minute, why am I back in Aram? Oh, it did this. It did that thing to me. I got spun around. And dumbass. All right. But yeah, one of the other books I found was that I didn't have was The Ominous Parallels, which I'll probably end up reading
Thumb
for a
drive
while
active.
over the course of the next month or so. Yeah, that let's say the first edition book would be like over 40 years old. The current edition or the edition that I found is like 95, I think, or 90. Let me check. Ah,
Thumb drive active.
yeah, first Meridian printing 93. Copyright 1982 by Lauren Pickoff. Yeah, I like reading. I like reading, you know, the nonfiction, the nonfiction stuff from Ayn Rand or Pickoff or Binswanger. I just like, I just like reading these ideas that stick with me.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
But one of the things
accepted.
that really triggered my curiosity was a seal on the title page of SME, Library of um, Sigrid M. Enderlin. Looks like I was like, huh, this was from someone's personal library, not just any personal library, a specifically stamped seal. It's like, huh, I'm curious. I'm now curious about this person and why it's coming from their library. Yeah, I still remember my first encounter with um, Ayn Rand's books. Anthem at the library. It's like it's the 100 pages straight to the fucking point of individualism. Just still one of my favorite experiences. But yeah, just overall, I enjoy reading. Reading is just a nice time. It's fun. Everything else. There's always going to be an idea or something that might just give you the inspiration you need to do what you might want to do next. Why is the time remaining so weird? Is it because of the alpha silliness? Dreams. Okay. Alright. I should call it here, but I want to go have a little bit more fun with this. You have to see me fly around and do boring business stuff in space. Let's let's go get in the Grifter and go start shit with pirates. Alright. Go back to home base. Glad I set up my home base where I did. And go hop over, dock somewhere, check the prices, and like, okay. This is the system where I can sell this, this, and this. Home system is where I sell that, that, and that. There was one time I actually went out of my way to sync Lyson, just to check the prices. And a few things were better, but not enough that going out of my way to go there would be worth it for all the difference it would make.
Permission requested.
I have yet to go to Jita, and it scares the crap out of me to ever want to try. But one of these days, we'll see. I like to think that Jita stands for Jesus. Is that all of the players in the game? Alright. Troublemaker. Lord. I think this is the one where the insurance went away. Yep. Ship insurance is over. Party. What are you doing? Oh, I have to actually buy these skill books for mastery. Ensure the rifter. Yes. Oh, sure. Cost. Yeah, I don't think the payout is worth uh what I have fitted onto this ship, but it's better than nothing. Because tell me what's 2.5 2.6 billion disc. Estimated price for The expanded cargo hold 2, damage control 2. 280mm prototype siege cannon. Small salvage tackle, the Rifter itself. Small core defense field extender, small cargo hold optimization, salvager 1, target banner 1, medium shield extender 1, power diagnostic system 1, light missile launcher 1, Furrier compact tracking enhancer 1, and then civilian afterburner, depleted uranium shots, and Milner light missiles. Yeah, that insurance is not going to cover anywhere close to that, but again, better than nothing. I need to check Eve Workshop one of these days and see what other people do with her rifters. I know one of them mentions on TV tropes like, yeah, it usually fits like 3 freaking um, turret guns. Alright. Oops, wrong one. I do believe that. No, it's not. Let's just go fight pirates for the hell of it. The only problem is I'm running out of stuff to talk about.
Warp drive active.
I think work is starting to get a little bit more stabilized for the time being in terms of not being a freaking roller coaster. So I'm hoping things will be more manageable. Because there have been times that it's just been really rough on us. There are just moments that it just gets kind of crazy. I still need to get my references in order just in case. Our store should be fine. Our store's not closing anytime soon because we do well enough. But there's still that worry that hangs over because retail is just not really not the most stable of things. Reload. Does not need to be on. I still have my degree for being an administrative assistant, but I don't have a car, so I would be stuck working from home. As I've said before, I want work and home to be as far away from each other as can be reasonably managed. Because I don't want to be at home and be feeling like this. I have a mindset for when I'm at work, and I have a mindset for when I'm at home. And if the two have to be intermingling, then it's just going to absolutely suck out my spirit. Like nothing else. That's right, there's no loot. Salvage only. Hey. When it comes to actually doing the work, though, I, I like doing the work where I'm actually feeling engaged in getting things done, where my efforts actually matter. I don't want to do something and feel like it was just temporary, fleeting, pointless. I want to do something that I know is significant. I want to take pride in the work that I do. It's not just a paycheck, it's something to accomplish well. Really? Another one? What else? What's going on?
Warp drive active.
Halloween is around the corner. I have no plans whatsoever. I still have plenty of costumes to choose from. Could be facing another year if I'm not feeling very enthusiastic. Which, it sucks when I'm not feeling enthusiastic, but... Oh, maybe as it gets closer, I'll find something that just really speaks to me on what I want to wear for this year. If I get back to my projects, there's still that creative idol concept I wanted to return to. Not my initial idea, but the born from experience of, oh hey, this is what idols actually were. That outfit. Something along those lines. Yay, free ammo for what I already used. Halloween's around the corner. I have a hard time being enthusiastic about other holidays. Halloween's just my favorite because I get to do something creative and I get to feature a costume that reflects on things that I like. I have not gone as a male character for Halloween.
Warp drive active.
And I don't know how long. In previous instances, I've gone as, like, robots for some reason. I don't know why. I wanted to do a creative thing of something like out of Armored Core or Battletech. But that's a lot of work, and it requires a lot of space. And I don't want to have that stuff taking up space for too long. All the space I really have going for me is my bedroom. And a little bit of cabinet space in the kitchen, a little bit of refrigerator space. So, maybe in the future. Look while they're not locked. There we go. I'm gonna try to do the missile first. Alright. Wait, why am I orbiting out this far? Dumbass. Alright. Good. Jen! Shit. I remember one Halloween at high school. I forget what I was, but there's like some real creative stuff. For some reason, my favorite from that era from someone else, because I never would have guessed because of how absolutely subtle it was, unless you are actually familiar with the actor. Someone was Steve McQueen. If I remember correctly, they had like a turtleneck and sunglasses. That was it's interesting. It still blows my mind that freaking high school isn't there anymore. They built something else, but the old high school is like demolished. 20 fucking years since I graduated high school. Where did that time go? I wanted to make freaking video games. Where did that go? I think switching over to tabletop game design works out a little bit better for me, because I was taking those college classes and it just wasn't the experience. Wasn't the right experience for me. I just could not wrap my head around objects and classes. I will have these moments where I just can't wrap my head around things. I just don't know why. For some reason, the board game Barrage, this hydroelectric power game, for some reason that twists my mind into a pretzel and I can't get it undone. I'm trying to understand that game. Other games, I was like, yeah, I understand how this game is played, but I don't like how paranoia-inducing it is. Especially when it's just, you get absolutely frustrated out of. We all have our weird picks of what games we are okay with playing and what games we absolutely despise. It's like I brought up with Citadels. I covered that game. Like, yeah, there are people that just will not play that game at all. They hate it. Others are like extremely reluctant to play it because they know how frustrating it gets when the assassin's in play. Something about Kalis just pisses me off, though. Just that potential to frustrate players by moving the bailiff or the other guy backwards far enough. Flat out. Sometimes I have my mental limit on train games multiple weekends in a row. Like we did Railways of the Lost Atlas for the last 2 Saturdays. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to I'm not spending Saturday at the game store this time. I need a break. It feels like with the 18xx style of games, it'll just get to a point of like this is already basically over. But I guess we're still playing for posterity's sake, because it might come down to the wire. Who knows?
Warp drive active.
I know I can only handle so much World War II game every so often. I'm not really a big fan of zombies as far as board game enemies are concerned. It's one thing if they're like one potential opponent. If it's just a game about fighting zombies, it's kind of hard to get too enthusiastic about it. It's the way some of them run too. It's like, not my thing. More than off. That said, in the right conditions, I might be open to playing. There's just some games, however, where it's like, this is just a hard no. I will go do something else. Just no. And it has to be a particularly frustrating game. Or just outright pointless. Like, am I really seriously playing this? This waste of time. I remember one Star Trek inspired game called Red Shirts. And you're trying to get your crew killed. And it's so stupid. I don't know how that game got expansion. It's just kind of shallow in how much of a parody it is. County presidents, yay. That almost covered the insurance. Ooh, nice. I'll do that one. I'm always curious to see what other people, what their hard no answers are for playing certain games. Deal breakers. Deal breakers. So more accurate term. There's some people who won't mess with trading card games, and I completely understand. Because I've completely given up on trying to keep up with modern trading card games. Even the stuff I have for Vice Force, I only have for one freaking set. That's it. I don't know if the volume 2 of Vice Force Hololive is in English yet. I don't know if I want to get more cards for that game when I already don't play it as is.
Warp drive active.
Collecting them is fun. Yay, anime girls. But having to hope to find other people to play with is always a challenge. There's a specific term that they use for the kind of people that actually go out of their way to, get people into the games at our store. That is the alpha gamer. The person that's putting in the time and the resources to learn the game, understand what it takes to teach the game, and sell people on playing the game. Occasionally, some of the people who go to demonstrate the game end up turning people off the game because they just have to insist on steamrolling their opponent because they can't get out of the tournament mindset and instead are stuck on trying to win. That's why Infinity did not go for much longer in our store. Oh, come on. Coward. Get back here. Make sure I wasn't actively shooting anything. I hate it when they run away. And pirates. One of these days, the recent Eve board game is going to be available, and I want to pick it up. Want to pick it up. I want to see how it turns out. Because I'm curious if it's got all those nice ships. You know? Because it's... As much as I like how kind of streamlined Eve Conquest is, missing the ship models is... Not having ship models and just having the ships instead is kind of weird. I believe I've said before that a selling point for an Eve Universe thing game would be anything involving levels of the ships. You know, something along the lines of maybe Battlefleet Gothic or whatever. But with Eve ships, I could see that going pretty far. I miss my orc fleet from Battlefleet. It's fun having those little ships to just straight up ram into opponents. Let me check something. There. Go back. Get that up top. Okay. I just want to play more space games in general. I haven't played Twilight Imperium in ages. I want to say last year when I played. It was either very early this year or sometime last year. We played with Prophecy of Kings, so I got to play as the Mahact Gene Sorcerers. I just love the term Gene Sorcerers, the fact that it's they're messing with genetics and they're doing so in a somewhat mystical, or probably confused with mystical fashion.
Warp drive.
I don't know, the
Active.
Twilight Imperium verse is weird. Like that. But those are like the big bad guys in the setting. The Lazaks defeated them. And the Lazaks got too decadent, lazy, whatever. And then they got their butts handed to them. Right. Apparently there was a role-playing game for Twilight Imperium. Apparently it didn't last either because it's like a little too close to the influences of the Twilight Imperium verse. That is like Dune and all that stuff. But there's also the Genesis um, RPG core system and a Twilight Imperium source book for that. I'm tempted to go looking for more stuff for Genesis because uh, I wanted to do like freaking a modern setting kind of thing, role playing scenario, but I don't know if I should go with Genesis or make my own thing. But I figure since I have Genesis, I might as well pick up some other books for it. I've done one for Terranoth, one for Android, one for Keyforge, one for Twilight Imperium. With the Fantasy Flight stuff over in the hands of Ed, I'm wondering if they'll do the other stuff like um, the Tannhauser setting or anything else. Hello. I want to try more things with regard to role-playing games. I have all these books. There's lots of online resources to assist with advice for actually running a game. I think the last time I ran anything close to a game of people playing roles and doing stuff and all that. Uh, all the times I've had the Doom board games, the recent one or the one way back, pulling from Doom 3 for its visuals. That one's Doom. Those games are like pretty straightforward in terms of you just explore and fight and all that and get stuff. I want. One of the things I want to figure out is something a little bit more varied with what players can try to do. You know, aside from just combat, also maybe some diplomacy or some sneaky shit. I don't know. I know L5R's got its potential for sessions of just court intrigue. I have to understand what it means for people to communicate and negotiate and bribe and threaten and coerce. Because court intrigue is... It never wants to go as smooth as you want it to. I still want to go get the core book for Pendragon. Because Starter Set sold me on that idea. I still want to try out Fiasco, because I keep hearing stories of people playing it, but I still haven't gotten to play it myself, despite having the books. I have a lot of books, and I don't really get to make use of them. But I like exploring the ideas of these games, and their settings, and everything else. Should get the rest of the bounties later. Sure. What's less of that? 1,002, 1,030. Is down to the last 2 minutes. Okay.
Drive active.
Yeah, I think it's just... You know, the auction is coming up, but maybe it's time to start squeezing the collection down. Like, am I seriously going to run this? Do I seriously want to play this? Or do I want to make room for other things? I feel like it's never worked out for me to sell anything. I end up selling stuff, I don't get a whole lot for it, and I end up buying more stuff. And then I ended up selling that at some point. I think this was the I'm going to stick to my collection period year. I think the only game I kind of regret getting into was Squarespace Firstborn, because that's just like big campaign game, and it's like, okay, I really should have a group for that one. Anyway.
Secrets of the Elders is available now. Cast and Papa and discover the true story of one star player's journey out of hiding and back to the tar.
And go deal with that business later. Okay. It was nice to just kind of ramble for a bit, get stuff off my mind. Still a lot of stuff I'm thinking about too. It's like, let me finish my stuff here in the game. Let me rest. Let me get up in the morning at a good time, have a nice breakfast, and actually get to work on this crap. Forget about Twitter. Forget about the YouTuber world just for a day, and focus on what I need to do for me. And maybe things will be things will get done. So, all right. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. Stopping by and everything. Upcoming content. MechWarrior Monday, as planned. Painting battle mechs. Putting a puzzle together. Roller loves tabletop games for Cube and Hecatoon. And I still want to do that. Here's every single game in my collection and a little bit of info. Just stream of consciousness. You know, try to see how much I can remember on my own. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Management instructions out for the latest maturing innovations with no compromising the natural beauty of our colonies.